Brandon Bailey, and we'll be right back with Dynamic Outdoors.
Shot. Smoked him.
Yeah. Oh, that's definitely
a little nerve-wracking, ain't it?
Yeah.
All right, Brandon just killed a real nice buck down here in South Texas. First deer.
Yep, first deer
First
ever.
deer ever. Big 8-point, probably 20, maybe 21 inches inside spread. 130 class, you know, type of deer we like to take out of here. He's 6.5, maybe 7.5 years old. He's a 130 class. Good deer.
Yeah, very nice deer.
Real good deer. We had about 8 bucks on us this morning. The rut's still kicking pretty good. Every buck's chasing does a little bit, but it's kind of towards the tail end of the rut. But I tell you what, that was a really good shot. About 80 yards. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thanks, sir.
Good job.
I'm Brandon Bailey from Rush Springs, Mississippi. I'm about to go check this big buck out. We'll be back shortly.
Yeah. Let me go check him out.
Man, this thing is massive. Been waiting a long time to kill me something like this. 28 years old. I've been hunting since I was about 10. Never seen anything like this in my life. Definitely an experience that I could never imagine asking for, man. It's been awesome. I'm Brandon Bailey, and we'll be right back with Dynamic Outdoors.
Hey Brandon, congratulations.
Thanks, sir.
Fine whitetail South Texas buck. This is Brandon's first deer ever.
Yes, sir.
28 years old. You say you've been hunting since you was about 10?
About 10 years old.
And I tell you, this is the way to do it down here.
Yeah, it definitely is, man.
If you guys want to come down to South Texas and experience what Brandon just experienced, which is a hunt of a lifetime, I'm telling you. Yesterday afternoon we seen probably 30 bucks, 25, 30 bucks yesterday evening, which I was telling you, that's probably more than you see all season or 10 years back home, you know.
Yep.
So it's worth the trip to come down here just to experience all these big bucks. And this is a real good buck, but what about the ones we seen yesterday?
Man, it was hard to hold off, but you know, we had this guy in mind because of his time over here. It's we call him Blade.
Yeah, he's got that real wide blade on his left side. So you know, sometimes when we see deer more than one time and we know we want to take him out, that's kind of how we distinguish. You know, we call him Blade. So for good reasons, but
yeah, there's definitely some nice bucks down here.
Yeah.
And you know, I suggest anybody that can come on. So, I'm Brandon Bailey, and we'll be right back with Dynamic Outdoors. Yeah, just shot a big 8-point, high 130 class. Put a good hit on, played the tape back. We're going to give him a minute and go try to check him out. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Got us a nice one here. You got a nickname Haircut. We'll explain a little bit, but just tell you a little bit about him. He's roughly about 22 inches inside, high 130 class, and I've been hunting for a while here. Definitely a nice buck. Me and Mr. Dougie got in the blind early this morning. We had a ton of bucks around us, and we waited on this guy to show up. He finally showed up here, and some good hunting down here in South Texas. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Hey guys, welcome back to Dynamic Outdoors. I'm your host, Doug Bories, down in South Texas with Brandon Bailey. Brandon,
thanks, sir.
Congratulations on another fine buck.
Yes, sir.
Brandon actually killed his first deer yesterday, first deer ever.
Yes, sir. Real
wide, 24-inch, big 8-point, 6.5 years old. And this buck here, he's probably 22 inside, probably 8 or 9 years old.
He's an old one.
And as you were saying earlier, we called this deer Haircut. And the reason for that is that 3 years ago, we took a shot at this deer, and we thought we'd hit him. We started looking for blood, couldn't find nothing, and actually played the video back, and you can see where on the video where the bullet actually split the top of his hair on his back and never cut him. So we called him Haircut. Never seen the deer 2 years ago after that. Seen him once last year, and here he is again. And actually killed him in the same sendero that we seen him 3 years ago and shot at him. So it all worked out great. Beautiful buck.
Yeah.
And you've done some damage down here.
Yeah. 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 They're gonna be telling me to leave here shortly.
No, we appreciate you coming down and helping us with these, these old, we call them management deer, but back home these are super trophies. I mean, these are some really, really good bucks. But 130 class deer, high 130s, 7, 8-year-old bucks. That's the type of deer we want to take out of here because typically if the deer is 6 or 7 years old, our upper end deer should score 160, 170. So and we got to see a lot of those.
Yeah.
A bunch of them.
Definitely seen a lot of fine bucks. I suggest anybody that could come down, y'all need to come on down when you can.
That's one thing about it. Even if you're on a management hunt or, like these, well, we call them trophy deer, but what they classify as a management deer, you get to see all the big bucks. You get to see the 160s, 170s. As like this morning, we've seen at least 2 deer in the 170s and 1 deer pushing 180.
Yeah.
So it's pretty impressive. So real strict game management program down here on this ranch. We take pride in what we do as far as taking out the deer that needs to be taken out. We let deer get to their maximum potential with by letting them get some age on them. So, and that's one of the problems we have back home. It's just the deer never get the age to reach their maximum potential. Where here they do.
Yeah.
So,
well, definitely some nice bucks.
Hey, great hunt.
Thank you, sir.
South Texas once again. Got some great deer. You guys come see us. We'll see you next time on Dynamic Outdoors.